Hey bikers, thanks for tuning in to another Bikerman video. Today we're out at the Trinity River Audubon Society, riding the Trinity Forest Trail, both the south and the north portion, or at least the north portion as it exists currently. It's still sort of under construction. But it was a beautiful ride, a little dreary, a little rainy, but I hope you enjoy. Thanks again. See you out there. So after coming into the Audubon Society, in through the gated area, there's a parking lot that'll be on your left-hand side called the Trinity Forest Trail parking lot, and that's how you actually connect to this trail. There's also a trailhead for the AT&T Trail, which I did not get an opportunity to ride this day, but I look forward to checking that out in the future. I think that you can add a few miles to the overall trail through starting at that trailhead. So definitely something I look forward to doing in the future. But even though this portion of the trail is the one closest to the Audubon Society, unfortunately, you don't really get a view of some of the great lakes and sort of wooded areas that you have from the Audubon Society. That said, you're crossing over the Trinity River here, and it's a muddy one, just like the Texas River song. This time of year, unfortunately, we got a lot of rain going on, and this was one of the sort of the beginning of one of the first storms that we had was this day. So I was trying to ride quickly and constantly wiping the camera so that I could keep it clean for you guys. But we'll get to the sort of main section of the trail coming up here, and a lot more wooded, more scenic area. So one thing that was surprising to me about this trail was how few other people that I saw. Most of the people that I saw were like closer to the Audubon Society, like when I was coming back and when I had first left. So the people kind of clustered around there, but as you get out more into the more sort of isolated portion of it, like this, is just me and my bike and the falling leaves and the dripping rain. But it's a little bit hard to imagine on this day because it's so gloomy, but it would be actually a very nice trail ride in the summer because these trees would create a lot of shade. In addition to crossing over the river, throughout the trail there are a number of lakes that you go past. Nice little spots like this one. And the trail quality is really high. The only really challenge that I had on this day was just there were a few sections because the storm had made things a little windy. There were some branches and leaves on the trail, but for a paved trail like this, it's not a huge deal. As much as I love nature and dirt trails and being out in the woods, there's something about man-made stuff that also like really entices me, like these power lines and the fence. It creates a symmetry of its own, or like a wildness of its own. I know that sounds weird, but I love rolling up on an old bridge or crossing a bridge like this one. This isn't an old one, but there's just something that's cool about it, and I feel like that's a future video potentially like a video of all the cool bridges that I've crossed over. And here you can see another lake area. Again, just like, nobody around, nice and calm, beautiful. Really would be this would be a great walking or jogging trail. And it's a great riding trail, obviously. I don't know for sure, but I think that the future plan is to connect this trail with the broader trail system in the Trinity River Delta, I guess you would call it. In fact, a week or two after this, I rode the Trestle Trail, which is closer to downtown Dallas. That video will be coming up in a little while, but this is right here. I'm transitioning from sort of the south area to the north area. You can see when we'll right across the street here, but that portion doesn't connect to the broader Trinity River trail system. So hopefully when those are all connected, you'll have a incredible trail system that I don't remember the exact mileage on this one, but it was I think probably 12 to 14 miles or so. But you could connect with downtown Dallas and really just have like a beautiful scenic ride. Again, like what you've seen, lots of woods, lots of water features. This is the only part of it that's kind of a little sketchy, this parking lot and under that bridge area that I had just been. You'll see later on, there's kind of a little bit of an encampment down there. If you're uncomfortable with that kind of thing, just know that little spot there, that little area, kind of had the feeling of keep riding. Right here is the only section that was a little uncomfortable. It's hard to tell, but there's basically these pavers that are here, and off to either side of this, it's almost like a little dam. Off to either side is there are two little lake areas, and my guess would be that they're using it for like water table replenishment, like they've got the water trapped in there. But like during high rain or flood situation or high flood times, that the water probably comes up over this. And I'm guessing the pavers are there in case anybody needs to drive across it. I don't know, for maintenance vehicles. I'm not 100% sure, but that would be my guess. It's a little uncomfortable just riding past it, but on the way back, I actually went off to one of the sides, so that was a little bit better than trying to ride right across it like I did that time. The trail's pretty uneventful, not nearly as scenic as the first part, but off in the distance you can see downtown Dallas, and on a clear day or without a GoPro wide angle, it would have been a very nice view. As it is, it's beautiful with the lakes off to the side. There were a lot of blue herons in the area and other birds feeding, getting ready for the winter. just barely start to see here off in the distance. There's a like an old railroad overpass, and there was a couple of engines sitting there, kind of starting up or revving their engines. I don't know what you would call it on railroad, but it was really cool. I was hustling trying to get up there so I could get a little video of them taking off. But it is a really cool area, and the part just past this, the portion has not been paved, and it would be fun to come back on a day where I had a little bit more time and there wasn't so much just wet mud everywhere. Like I said, it's raining on this ride, and it had been raining, so now you can get a better view of that train and those trestles up ahead. You can see that mud flying all off my wheel, or water flying off my wheel. There's the train. Again, there's just something about nature and the coming together of nature and the man-made that's so cool. And then finally, this is the end of the line. You can see those giant puddles in mud. I mean, it could have been ridden, but I had other things that I had to do this day, and I didn't really know how good those trails were going to be up there, how manageable they would be past that point. But overall, I'd highly recommend this. I think that the thing to do would be to start at the beginning of the AT&T trail and then ride all the way to this point. And that way you can get a really sizable ride in. But this is really for any skill level. On a clear sunny day, this would be a gorgeous ride. Hardly anybody else out. Head down to the Audubon Society, go and take a look at what they have to offer, and then hop on the bike and go on a ride, or hop on the AT&T trail, stop at Audubon, get back on, and finish the rest. It would be a great day. There's a lot to explore, and yeah, it was great. So thanks so much for tuning in to Bikerman. I really appreciate you guys listening and watching all the way to the end. If you can, it would really help me out if you could subscribe to the channel. Put on that notification bell so you know when the videos come out. Comment, share, and like. Thanks again. We'll see you out there.